This is the Sven & Son Classic Adjustable Bed Base. It's a two-piece, heavy-duty steel frame upholstered in a charcoal gray fabric, size 72 by 84 inches, for the split California King footprint. The look is clean and modern, with a low-profile, zero-clearance deck and modular legs that stack to the height you like. The frame is hefty, around 383 pounds, and it feels every bit as solid as it looks. From my experience over the last 8 months, the setup story is simple but physical. The freight delivery arrived curbside in 2 large boxes. Getting them inside took 2 adults and some patience. Once the bases were in the room, assembly was straightforward. Unfold, twist on the leg segments, plug in the color-labeled cables, and pair the remotes. No tools beyond a pair of scissors for tape. The weight is the only real hurdle, so in my opinion, it's worth budgeting for in-home setup if stairs or narrow hallways are part of your situation. Key features I actually use daily are what sold me on this model. The head lift goes up to 75 degrees and the foot up to 45 degrees. That range is genuinely useful. For reading or working on a laptop, the upright backrest feels stable with no wobble or creak. For sleep, I keep a slight head elevation using the anti-snore preset and a modest foot raise to take pressure off my lower back. The motors move with a low hum and steady pace. I've put heavy mattresses on adjustable bases before and felt strain or stutter. Here the motion stays smooth. Each side is rated for 750 pounds of lift, and it shows. The remote is backlit, simple to learn, and actually helpful in the dark. Zero gravity is labeled and tuned well, floating the knees and tilting the torso so weight spreads evenly. I stored 2 custom positions on the M1 and M2 memory keys, one for sleep, one for reading, so I don't have to fiddle every night. There's also a one-touch flat button and a quick head tilt that makes a difference for late-night congestion. Underbed lighting has surprised me in the best way. It's a soft glow that helps me move around at night without lighting up the whole room. And I set the timer so it shuts off on its own. The massage is vibration-based, not a kneading mechanism. It offers a few modes and intensities. On the lowest setting, it feels like a gentle buzz that relaxes tense legs after long days. On the highest, it's more audible, so I rarely use that level. I treat it as a wind-down tool rather than a therapy device, and I follow the manual's advice not to run it for extended stretches in a row. As long as expectations are set, vibration, not spa rollers, it's a nice add-on. I really like the connectivity touches. Each side has USB ports, and the mix of USB-A and USB-C keeps my phone and earbuds charged without extra bricks. The Bluetooth app works as a backup remote. It's basic and connects reliably, though I still reach for the handheld remote in the dark. Battery note: my remotes came with AAA batteries in the box, which was convenient. There's an emergency power down feature on the control box that uses a backup battery. Mine didn't include the 9-volt for that, so I added one from my drawer. The base's zero clearance design has been handy. I tried it on its own legs for a while, then placed it inside a decorative frame with the legs removed. Operation didn't change at all. The mattress retention bar at the foot keeps the mattress from creeping, and for the split setup, the optional sidebars help keep the 2 mattresses perfectly aligned. On that split note, it's perfect for couples who sleep differently. My side stays slightly elevated, while my partner keeps her head flatter and lifts her feet. Motion transfer between the 2 halves is minimal, so adjustments on one side don't ripple to the other. About the included 14-inch hybrid mattress in medium soft. I'd call it medium soft with a supportive core. The comfort foam has a gel infusion and a quilted cover that wicks heat, and I've had no issues sleeping hot. Edge support is better than the typical all-foam feel, and the coils add a bit of bounce without losing contouring. On this base, the mattress flexes cleanly at the hinge points and doesn't bunch up at the knees. I'm a side sleeper who rotates to back sleeping, and I've had steady pressure relief at the shoulder and hip with enough lumbar support that I don't wake up stiff. From my experience, the biggest quality of life gains come from small daily repeats. The underbed lights reduce stumbles at night. The USB ports keep the nightstand tidy. The remotes are bright enough to read without being blinding. If you snore or deal with reflux, a few degrees of head elevation helps a lot. I've had fewer wake-ups from acid reflux, and my partner says my snoring dropped off on night 1. Back tightness at the end of long work days is less of a factor when I spend 20 minutes in zero gravity to decompress. Build quality is the silent strength here. The frame is alloy steel, heavy gauge, and very rigid. No clicks, no pops. After months of daily use, the motors sound the same as day 1. The upholstery still looks clean, and the legs haven't loosened. The base feels engineered for longevity more than flash, and I appreciate that. The 25-year warranty adds peace of mind, though warranty terms always matter, so read the details. On the practical side, a couple of notes I wish I had at day one. Plan your cable runs before you flip the base over. Pair the remote while the base is still on its side so you can see the control box. If you're setting up on hard floors, add felt pads under the feet before you stand the base up to avoid scuffs. And if you might move home soon, keep the original boxes or a moving plan because the weight is serious. I also think it's smart to review return and exchange terms before buying, especially if you're getting a mattress bundle. Freight shipping can be expensive in both directions, and policies vary a lot by retailer. In my opinion, buying through a seller with a clearly stated trial and return process is worth it for peace of mind. I went with a retailer that offered flexible returns, and that made me more comfortable trying the bundle. Key features that matter most to me after 8 months are the broad head and foot angles, the zero gravity and anti-snore presets, the underbed lights with a timer, the USB-A and USB-C ports, the memory buttons, and the sturdy zero clearance frame. None of these feel like gimmicks, they're practical, and they've become part of my nightly routine. It's perfect for anyone who wants positional comfort without fuss, couples with different sleep preferences, folks managing snoring or mild reflux, and anyone who prefers a solid, quiet base over flashy extras. The medium soft hybrid mattress pairs nicely with the base if you like contouring without sinking too far, and it plays well with the articulation. I'd recommend this for people who value build quality and everyday convenience and don't mind the initial setup logistics. If you prioritize advanced extras like pillow tilt, lumbar lift, or wall hugging, Sven & Son has pricier models with those features, but for the core experience, strong motors, reliable presets, useful lighting, easy charging, this classic hits the sweet spot. In conclusion, the Sven & Son Classic Adjustable Bed Base in Split California King has been a dependable upgrade for my sleep and my routines. The mechanics feel rock solid, the controls are intuitive, the added features get used every night, and the mattress has held up well with balanced comfort. The only real cost beyond the price was the heavy lift to get it upstairs, and that's solvable with help or assembly service. From my experience, the value is in everyday comfort that quietly adds up, and this setup delivers exactly that. I will share detailed information about the Sven & Son Classic Adjustable Bed Base in the comments section, everyone. Thank you for watching.